Good evening, gang. We're going to talk about OpenAI today and the absolutely insane weekend that they just had. So, for those of you that don't know, on Friday, OpenAI fired the board ousted their CEO and co founder, Sam Altman. And a couple hours after that, another co founder and president of the company, Greg Brockman, also resigned. Greg put out this letter. Hi, everyone. Super proud of what we've all built together since starting my apartment 8 years ago. We've been through tough and great times together. Based on today's news, referencing Sam being outed or ousted, I quit. And he also wound up leaving the company. After the news broke, Brian Chesky, the founder of Airbnb, said that he gives Sam and Greg his full support and is saddened by what happened. A lot of people were calling for the reinstatement of Sam. Multiple walkouts have been threatened. 505 employees are threatening to quit unless the board resigns after having fired Sam. So even people in the company, of their 700 employees, 500 of them are willing to leave because their co-founder was ousted. There are a couple theories floating around on why they were ousted, but let's get back to the main timeline. So, Sam and Greg both exit the company, right? One being ousted, one quitting. And we don't really know what's going on at that point. Some reports came out and said that Sam was fired because he wasn't being fully transparent with the board about how things were going. Again, with the amount of employees that are willing to resign over that, that seems iffy, but I don't know. I don't have any extra insight into the company. But so they leave. Microsoft puts out a statement saying that they're still working with OpenAI. Now, Microsoft owns 49% of the shares of OpenAI, so they are really close to basically owning the company, but they own such a vast majority in the company that they should already realistically be on the board. So after that happens, on November 18th, on Saturday, they have till 5 p.m. to reinstate Sam, and they bust that deadline. That doesn't happen. So now no one knows if Sam is returning to the company or not. Well, yesterday, November 20th, Satya Nadella, the CEO of Microsoft currently, put out this statement. We're committed to our partnership with OpenAI and have confidence in our product roadmap. We're extremely excited to share the news that Sam Altman and Greg Brockman, together with colleagues, will be joining Microsoft to lead a new AI research team. So they leave OpenAI and get hired on by Microsoft, and are presumably working and leading a team there. Now, those 500 employees I mentioned before, they're back. They're going to switch over to Microsoft unless the board resigns. So it's not just a, oh, we're all going to quit. It is now a, we are going to straight up go work for another company, which is major. And I haven't seen any reports saying if Microsoft is actually on board with this transfer. Given how much stake they own in the company, it would be weird if they were. The other thing you'll see here is we look forward to getting to know Emmett Shear and OpenAI's new leadership team working with them. Emmett Shear is the co-founder of Twitch. So he's now in charge of OpenAI, which is quite a career shift. Here is an article from the Mint saying that Sam isn't returning as CEO of OpenAI. And then we get to this article that was published within the past couple days about Ilya Sutskever, who was the chief scientist at OpenAI and is largely blamed as the reason for Sam being ousted from the company. Now, he's sort of a weird dude. The Atlantic published an article and Futurism re reported on it but apparently he likes to burn effigies and lead ritualistic chants at the company. He also is very much into artificial general intelligence, which is basically AI becoming better at tasks than real humans are, to a vast degree, to the point where it's not quite the singularity, but it's like the a major stepping stone to the singularity. Ilya is very into all this, even leading a chant at some point called "Feel the AGI, Feel the AGI," which is fucking wild. He also apparently made a giant wooden effigy and started burning that, which is very concerning. And then all of that, everything that happened there, leads us to this article from yesterday, where OpenAI's investors may be suing OpenAI if Sam isn't reinstated. Which I don't know how that's going to go about now that Sam works for Microsoft leading their AI division, unless Microsoft were to fully absorb OpenAI, which would be a bad thing for all of us. OpenAI and ChatGPT, the way that they're set up right now is they aren't a mega corporation driven by money and greed. OpenAI is considered a nonprofit, right? So they don't have to they don't have this answering to capitalistic greed. If Microsoft absorbs them, then they do have that, and it is bad for everybody in that case. ChatGPT could wind up, instead of being free, be locked behind multiple paywalls. We are now giving ChatGPT solely to one mega corporation. Um, and if AGI does happen, artificial general intelligence, well, then it's locked behind Microsoft. It kind of technology has a way of once it's out there, there's no putting the genie back in the bottle. Um, but with the current state of open AI and how advanced it is compared to other AI that are out there, let's just say I'm not confident that Microsoft would be the most responsible people with that. But that's really it for OpenAI's weekend. Two of their co-founders no longer work for their company. One of the other co-founders and lead on ousting their CEO is an effigy burning AGI worshipping weirdo, and the co-founder of Twitch now runs OpenAI, and two OpenAI co-founders now work at an AI research division of Microsoft. This all happened in the last 4 days. Oh, and OpenAI may be susceptible to lawsuits from investors and lose 5/7 of their workforce. It's been 4 days. Two of those days were non-business days when all of this went down. We're just going to have to hold out and see what the future has to hold for OpenAI and Sam Altman and see if things get back to normal at any point. What are your thoughts on everything that happened at OpenAI this past weekend? Do you trust Microsoft if they wind up absorbing OpenAI at some point? Are you a fan of OpenAI? Do you think we should let AI become more advanced than humans at the vast majority of tasks? If you like the video, like the video. If you have something to say, comment. If you want to see more videos similar to this one, make sure to subscribe and stay tuned. I thank you all for your time, and I hope you all have a wonderful evening.